Yeah, I'm not liking the mage. To be honest, the mage is pretty bad. Alright everyone, welcome back to the Mobile Corner. Now, I know lately you've been seeing a lot of Street Fighter Duel. You've been seeing a lot of, pretty much that's all you've been seeing. So I figured we take a break from that. I mean, I'm not taking a break from the game, but I do want to showcase some pretty awesome global games that you can actually get your hands on right now. I'm gonna call this episode the Action RPG Pack #1. And so, what we're going to do today, we're going to showcase three, pretty three action games that I usually play on Android that are global, accessible now, and we're gonna try out two games that I've never played before. So let's jump right into it with the first game on the list, which is Darkness Rises. Now, this game, this is not my main character, but I recently started trying out the warrior because I usually try out the mages in games like this. But let's go ahead and show you exactly what the how the game plays. It's mainly an action RPG, but it does have, I guess you could say, some PvP elements to it. We'll get into that in a bit. But I just want to show you what the game is capable of. And as you can see, it has its own dialogue. I'm gonna skip that because the story in this game is really good. Of course, it has some of those. It does. I will warn you now. It does have some fan service type stuff in it. But let me skip that. So this is how it fights, pretty much. As you can see, everything is manual. There's no automatic. I mean, you can put auto on if you want to, but I don't believe auto will allow you to do these finishers like this right here. You can do up to 3 finishers at a time, and the finishers will stun your enemies. And as you can see, it's now the only thing I will say is the stages are really short. So don't come here expect. Well, I guess that's to be expected with a mobile game. You know, the stages are really short. I think there's like 3 sections, and then you fight a boss. Yeah. I don't wanna spoil any of the story. You can dodge out of the way. Oh, that's right. I forgot how strong I was. If you're really strong, now there is another good thing about this. Another good thing about this game is they've learned from since they first started out. So what you can do is you can set it up to auto run. Hold on, let me get out of story mode. You can set it to auto run an adventure, and it'll run through all these stages automatically up until the point where you die. And if you die, then that's where you know you need to stop and grind and get stronger. So that is pretty much, and again, you go through the story mode, you earn equipment and stuff, and also if you start now, they have this little adventurer's journey, which, as you can see here, get 500,000 overall combat power, And there are several quests you can do in here, and you'll finally end up with an S++ rank weapon. And I believe they give you S+ gear throughout the thing as well. And by the time you finish it, as you can see, you'll get like level 60 accessories, a level 60 costume set. Now my main account, I'm at overall combat power of 3 million. So I've already done all those quests. Now you can do a duo dungeon. I'm not gonna do this because it takes a while to get a partner. Usually, the best time to do this is in the afternoon. I don't know. I guess it's because a lot of people get off work, but in the afternoon or out of school rather as well. But in the afternoons, you can get a teammate just like that. You run through here. You collect this stuff. These items will give you more prizes to upgrade your power, which is pretty awesome. But what I like the most about this game is the PvP. Oh man, I might have to switch to my main character because I can't. It's not letting me. Now, team PvP, brawl, skirmish. Skirmish is just a regular PvP mode, but this team PvP, 3v3 real time PvP, and this one as well, this real time PvP, you actually fight real players. I've never seen this For Honor. So there's a For Honor event going on apparently. I might get on my main account to see what that is. But you get 5 matches a day. And as you can see, I haven't played this guy in 214 days. Actually, wow. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been on him. But as you can see, my overall combat power is what, 398,000. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna refresh until I can get someone on the list that is close to my power. I really don't like fighting archers, but just for the sake of the video, I'll go ahead and fight this archer. But now I believe, if I'm not mistaken, these are bots that are using players' characters. But in this one, you have so much freedom. Oh, I'm probably going to die. Yeah. And as you can see, I mean, you can combo like crazy. But one thing I also like is... Oh, I can't do it for some reason. It's not letting me. And I don't want to die. I don't want to die. That was close. It's not letting me? There we go. I was about to say, one of the great things about this game is you can actually parry your opponent. Yes. Let me see if I can't find another one that's close to my... And I can usually beat people that are at least 500,000 points higher than me using the parry system, but... oh man, I don't like the rogues either because they're so difficult to hit sometimes. But let's see if I can't pull out a victory. I'm gonna try countering outright. Nope. And I'm probably going to die from this. There we go. Can I get an airborne? Get me one last combo off. Can I kill her before it's over though? Yeah, yeah. So once you get them airborne, you just need to do as much damage as you can before. But I will sit here on PvP. Like, I'll go through all of my characters. I believe I have 7 now. There's a new character out called a Guardian that uses a shield and lance. I wonder if he's actually in here. Now this person is literally almost 300,000 battle power higher than me. But I'll see if I can't beat her. Like the mages in this game, their AoE and stuff is so broken sometimes that it's hard for me to win on a non-melee account. I'm trying to bide my time. No, I'm dead. Wait a minute. Not good, not good. She blocked my airborne attack, so I couldn't get a lot of my damage off. I'm dead. I can't stand mages in this game. Even though I have one and I use a mage a lot too, but they're so hard to beat with a melee unit. It gets annoying. You know, I'm gonna try and redeem myself. Let's go with this 700,000 battle power. I'm pretty confident I can beat them if I get the counter off right, but my countering skills are a bit rusty right now. Oh boy. That just went all wrong. That just went all wrong. But yeah, I mean, you get a idea of what the PvP is like, and it's best to fight someone that is your level. Now, one thing you can do, which I probably should have done first, you can go to skills. Let me see what my PvP skills are like. Yeah, apparently, let me see, this knocks you airborne, then knocks him into the air. So I should have been leading with this, but you can go in here and not only level up your skills for PvP, but you can set up a combo to use. As you can see, this one says struck enemies are stunned temporarily. So what I'm going to try and do is a stun into an airborne that will let me do more damage. It's been a while since I used this guy, so alright, here's somebody who's 427,000. That's not too much higher than me. And he apparently has a fish or swordfish as his weapon. So yes, you can see the character customization is crazy in this game. You can get a swordfish. Not good. Not good at all. And see, my problem is I keep trying to do the parry when I should just be focusing on doing damage, retaliating for the most part. Is he stunned? He's not stunned. Okay. Oh, that was close. But I managed to beat him. But that like I gotta get, once I get the parrying back down, you know, everything will be everything. But there you have it. This is just one of the games on the list that I've already beaten the story, and unfortunately, now the story is pretty long. I think it goes up to about 13 or 14 chapters, and this character is only on chapter 4. The story is pretty. It's okay. From what I can remember, I don't think there's much. Um, I can't say much without spoiling anything, but the story for the most part is decent. Character customization is good. And it's not really that hard to farm stuff. Like you can go to this camp. And in this camp is where you can just like farm equipment. I mean, not equipment, but necessities without. Uh, see, as you can get all this stuff here without having the game on. It farms it with the game off. And you can also go to let's see what it is. Search opponent, and you can actually find a camp and steal, or I guess raid and take items from other people's camp. And they have someone who is that has 2 million combat power. Only reason why I'm not going to fight them is because you can see on the top left here they have no resources. So apparently this guy hasn't been playing, or he's not playing anymore. But yeah, this is the first game. It's called Darkness Rises. Check it out in the Play Store. And we are going to move on to our next game. What is up, everyone? Alright, we are back for the next game on the list. I'm pretty sure you all are familiar with the Marvel Universe. This game is called Marvel Contest of Champions. Now, I played this game once when it first came out, and then I quit playing it for a good like 2 or 3 years. And then I came back last year and started playing again. And I finally pretty much got the concept of how the game works. And I finally, mustered up the patience to not try and get everything in a week or so. It takes time. But as you can see, I have quite a few 5 stars, 4 stars. One thing I will say about this game that I must stress, and that is do not spend money on this game. I promise you, the more money you spend, it will not benefit you at all. It's a lot of fun, don't get me wrong, it's a lot of fun, especially this guy, Dr. Doom. It's a lot of fun to play. But if you're hoping to spend money to get, right now I think they're doing like a Jubilee, they're doing a Jubilee event. But again, the chances of getting these characters does not increase depending on how many times you go in there, how many times you draw. So, I mean, if you look at the rates here, so 4-star hero you have a 4% chance to get a 4-star hero, and out of that 4%, 1% chance out of that 4-star hero would be a Jubilee or Strife. And again, there's no pity meter. And what I mean by that is, in a lot of gacha games, there's a pity meter to where if you summon a certain amount of times, it will, the meter will fill up, and once it's full, you get to select, a high tier character, or if it's the character on the banner at the time, you get to select that. But as you can see, this is what the pretty much the story and PvP menu looks like. Kind of like a comic book. It's pretty cool. This is the story. Right now I'm on Act 5, Chapter 1. In order to get uncollected, I need to beat chapter 2, but right now I'm just in the process of building up my units. Let me see. I have 100% chapter 1, I mean act 1, 2, and 3. And I don't want to give away any of the story in case you're interested in, playing the game and uh doing the story. They also have daily quests which are different. In this game, the daily quests are different. It's not a series of quests you have to do. It's just one. Um, it's just one map, and you complete that map each day. As you can see up here, it has the list of the types that come up each day. Today is the skill strike type. And I guess we can run this dungeon to show you what the combat is like in this game. But I'll go ahead and do that. Once you beat the stage 100, once you complete it 100%, you get to auto clear it. And the good thing about the auto clear is that it doesn't count as a clear. So you can go in here, clear it again after auto clearing it just to get extra items. As you can see, there's also hold on, the synergies. But yeah, there's synergies you can pick based on the characters in your team. I don't have any right now. Dr. Doom has his own synergy where he's by himself, I believe. Yeah, when he's by himself, when there's no other units that connect with him, he gets a 10%. His attack rating is increased for each knockout team member. So this only helps if my other people lose, and chances are that's not going to happen. As you can see, my recommended is 4,000, and I'm 27,000 right now. So, but to show you the combat, it's a swipe and tap based combat system. You tap to do regular attacks, and you swipe to do medium attacks. You hold tap to do strong attacks. Now, Emma Frost has a different system. I mean, she has a two-part system. A lot of characters in this game do. It's not just about tapping, but you hold tap the left side to block, and you hold tap left block to parry, like that. But as you can see, Emma Frost starts off as a encased in crystal. And when she's in this form, she can't be poisoned, she can't be burned. She's immune to all of that. But I like the other form better because in this form, you can't evade her attacks because she's like a mental mutant. She's like a powerful mental mutant, so she like knows when you're gonna evade, and so you can't evade her attacks. But that's pretty much the combat. Now, one thing I don't like about this game in particular is let me get Dr. Doom because he's a lot of fun to play as well. But one thing I don't like about this game is if you start one of these maps right here in the daily section, you can't do any other stage until you complete this map. Now, Dr. Doom has an unblockable regular attack, unblockable level 1. And while this buff is on, he can't be knocked back from powerful attacks. I keep forgetting he's not stunned. Now, there's another problem with this game too. If you're in it, there's no way to stop level 3s. There's no way to stop a level 3 attack. We're being ambushed here by someone who's strong against mutant types. There is one thing I also want to mention. There's literally there's no need for strategy a lot of the time when playing the regular modes, because it's pretty much, it follows the same pattern. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Let me, first of all, let me stop. Let me just put Ghost in her place right quick. Because Hyperion don't like to play games like that. So yeah, he's one of the people you can literally progress pretty far in the game with. And I'll show you why with this match right here. Really, all you have to do with him, I think every time he gets a hit with his hold tap, there's a chance to gain, gain Fury. And so now I'm at 3 Fury. And that's pretty much all you have to do is parry until you get level 3. And with all the Fury you've built up, you'll do massive damage with his level 3. And the only thing about that is there's there's a lot of bosses in this game with tons of HP. So it'll take patience and even some revives sometimes. But yeah, so pretty much what you do is you move through the map. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, I'm about to say. But you move through the map until you reach the end. Once you reach the end boss, which is, I believe, this guy. Yeah, because he's got the red skull. Once you complete that, you are free to do other story mode things. As you can see, I started in this daily map. So if I say wanted to move over here and try out one of these story stages here, you have to actually either quit or finish the other map first. And that's, I feel like that is meh, I guess, in my opinion. But you can still, where is it at? I don't see, there we go, arenas. You can still do arenas. None of the arenas are PvP, like as in they have a real player. But you can run through here and, you know, of course they got some characters that are featured which will require you to grind an awful lot. Now, as you can see, I have, let me see, 231,000 PvP chips. So I've been doing a lot of PvP in here, but again, what I do is I go through each one of these modes that I can do, using all the characters I can, and just go for the chips. I don't go for the characters because some people literally get like 30-40 million points, and I don't really have time to, you know, grind up that high. But you do get rewarded with a lot of gold and a lot of points, and trust me, you need a lot of gold to level up your characters. So yeah, that's the combat of the game. This is the PvP. There are dungeons called incursions here. These actually will have a real player with you as you go through the dungeon. But be warned that, well, I won't say be warned, I'll just say communicate. If you don't communicate, it can cause a lot of problems. But yeah, that is the second game on the list. It's kind of hard to do a lot of showcases without spoiling things. I guess I can try one more match. Let me see. 4 stars, 5 stars. Another thing of note, if you're grinding in this, there's only 2 ways that I know of to do it. You can look at videos online, they'll tell you a lot of strategies to use. But your multiplier goes up with each win in PvP. And it gets to the point where it's at 3. It's at a multiplier of 3. And let me see, I want to use some... Gambit's my favorite X-Man, so I'll put him in there. X-22 is pretty broken. And I've never used this Hulk before. I got him last year in an event, but I never used him before. So basically with PvP, you have a 3-person team, and you will fight 3 other people. And there is an easy, normal, and hard difficulty. And sometimes it goes up higher than that, but let me see if there's no need in setting anything up. But I don't, okay, yeah, we'll go with this. But after a certain point, once your multiplier, as you can see right now, is ×1. But, or 1x. Once it gets to 3x, and your streak gets up to around 9 to 12, they start putting nearly impossible teams in here. So you either have to be really good with parrying, or you have to either be really good with parrying or get really lucky. Now Gambit stores up damage with as you can see, my meter has gone up to 8 now on this spade. And if I land, pretty much if I land a powerful attack, as you can see now, I have that many. What? He parried me that time? What? But yeah, if I use a skill within that time, it'll boost my damage by quite a bit. I do have a higher star rated Gambit, but I'm just using the 2-star for this this video. Let me see. Okay, so this Hulk strikes different than the regular Hulk. I actually like his attack pattern better than the regular Hulk. Oh yeah, I like this version of Hulk. Oh wait, he has a level 3? Nah, but you didn't hit me like that now. Now the only way to beat a level 3 is to bait out their level 2 attack, which sometimes the computer just will not do. It doesn't matter how much baiting you do. And as you can see, now that he has a level 3, I either gotta pressure him. I like this Hulk. I'm gonna have to invest in using him more. And yes, besides the 2-star and 1-star PvP, there have been events last year I know of where your 2-star characters were required. So your 2 stars are not worthless after you get higher level characters. So but as you can see from this fight here, the pattern is mainly parry and attack, parry and attack. There are characters that are not, like, for example, Rogue from the X-Men. She does not stay stunned long, so parrying does nothing to her. She can just get out of the parry and keep attacking. And there are a lot of characters like that, as well as some whose attacks can't be parried. Specific attacks can't be parried, so you pretty much have to make note of that as well. And that is it. That's the combat in this game. That's pretty much how the combat is in this game, regardless to which mode you play. But I mean, the fun part about it is so many characters have so many traits to them. For example, Black Widow Clairvoyant. She has, let me see. Well, she has 3 modes. Like, one mode is she's immune to bleed. One mode she's immune to poison, and one she's immune to flame. Same with yeah, well, you already saw Emma Frost, her different character modes. This version of Guillotine has a survival mechanism that makes her invisible and she can dodge attacks. Like they each have their own unique abilities that make the game fun. For example, Doctor Doom, he can if he shocks you with his attack, he stuns you while he does a heavy attack. So his heavy stuns, uh, his heavy stuns on. I want to click on crystals. Well, I guess I can show you what it takes to get a 5-star. You need 10,000 shards. Now, I know that looks like a lot, but there are a lot of events that give you like 2,500 shards each. So, take that into mind as well. The five, and at least another good point is the 6-star shards are 10,000 as well. So it's not like the 6-star shards are 20,000, 40,000 for one crystal. So that is Marvel Contest of Champions. Now, do not be confused. This game here is made by Kabam, I believe. The next game on the list was not made by the same company, but you're going to see quite a few similarities. I will say that. So yeah, I'll be coming back with the third game on the list.